Howdy folks, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Hearts of Iron number 4. Let's get started by actually carrying on with the last bit of course, our Let's Play of South Africa. So whilst that's loading, alright, there we go. So we're carrying on. First thing we're going to do in a second is look at the map. Alright, first thing. The map itself, as you can see, I've got quite a large reach in terms of what is now nationalist South Africa. Reaching here all the way into, I guess this is French terrain. Is that slightly different color? Yeah, it's controlled by ourselves. It is free French terrain. It's now our territory. We've taken ownership of it. I got some Vichy France troops here. But most of my troops are really stationed here at the moment. I believe actually they are on the move, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, these seem to be static here. But let's get them moving anyways. So let's move these troops onwards. Okay, these already got movement orders. Makes that significantly easier. These guys here also have orders. Okay. Let's see how we can actually get this motion done. These guys are moving here. You can see quite a bit of movement I'm basically trying to orchestrate here. Got some American troops facing me here. I'll be able to take them out, hopefully. Well, most definitely I should be able to. As long as, of course, I get some extra troops in here. Should be able to take this out. And, of course, I should be able to take the last bit of Belgium out here. Just at the moment, I'm just using defensive troops here. And I'm still attacking here as well. Standing at 96% chance of progress, it looks like. And we are down to only a 2-day remaining period here. Right, less than a day it says. Let's see how that goes. And actually they are joining the battle. Oh, okay. There's more troops moving in, unfortunately. Alright. Let's put that one extra in there as well. Right. Bit of extra motion. Movement of units here. These seem to be relatively okay. I'm just going to pick up this one here and put it into there to help with the motion there. Seem to be low in manpower, or at least relatively low in manpower. If I look closely here, it looks like I'm still got stuff on there. I'm working on the South African Military College, which should give me additional army experience. I'm hoping to be able to get some extra manpower bits done later on as well. Just need to see what's possible as we progress. There's a chance of an invasion here on the south side, it looks like. Got some more naval units without commanders at the moment, but I also have got some naval successes here. Ah. Right, Vichy France wants to provide us with... Ooh, light tanks Mark II. Okay. That's good. Extra light tanks are always welcome. I guess they don't need them themselves as such, so that's good. It's to our benefit. What I got here, it looks like I'm actually making it Vichy France terrain here. It's a bit of a pity, unfortunately. Still fighting here. That looks to be a medium tank, and I actually don't have any heavy tanks here as such. Let's put all these units back into the fray here. More units coming in from different angles. Right, we're still progressing here nicely. This one is again in our favor here. Some of these troops are recovering here, it looks like. Supporting that attack here. This guy needs to be recovering. Yeah, he's got some losses he suffered, so let's put them into that position there. There's quite a bit of strong contingent here in terms of Belgian troops. There's some Dutch troops moving in as well, some French troops. It's a bit of a mixed bag, it looks like. That's purely Belgian. And here we got Greece, so Greek units, Free France and Belgian troops together, plus New Zealand. Wow. Okay. I guess whatever I can throw into the mix here is present. Come on, guys, let us win this. In terms of morale, they are almost down, so that's good. The fall of Gibraltar. After several conflict reports, we've now confirmed that Gibraltar has fallen to Germany. Okay, I thought it had fallen to nationalist Spain earlier, but okay. I got a new offer of infantry equipment. Yep, I'm gonna utilize that. Just make sure that all these troops are actually engaged in this conflict already. Let's put a couple of these into the fray here as well. Not all of them, but at least a couple. So that medium tank, the French medium tank here, should be pushed back, as well as of course the infantry, hopefully. Quite a bit of movement, as you can see. We might actually lose this. I'm not quite sure. Well, it's borderline. Kind of hoping to be able to get some of those reinforcements in quickly. So at least we can help out here. Ah, still got the going paused. I'm not quite sure. Okay, let's anyway keep that running. In terms of research, we are gonna get this new upgraded weapon type here relatively quickly. So additional defense points and attack points as well will be part of the mix. Good, all those are moving in. Keeping those all here at the moment. Now this is of course again controlled is by Spain. Is that right? Okay. Bit of a mix. Look at those numbers of troops here. Anyways, we completed that research. Let's go for the next one. So we're currently in 1942. So I can actually go for these anti-tank modifications here. Heart attack increase, of course piercing increase. Should be quite useful. We got some naval results again here. We were able to take out some of the British convoys in this instance. There's British sections here again. It's currently French controlled, or is that controlled by ourselves? That's currently controlled by ourselves. Okay. Let's push against these American troops here. Looks like they're being pushed back quite nicely, which is good. More naval results. Ooh, look at that. We took out some... Is that Canadian? Well, I guess it's Canadian. I'm not quite sure. What country is that? Battle of... Okay. Anyways, let's go back to our front line here. We have pushed into that terrain here to push away the Americans there. I really need to start doing something down here. Why are the Spanish or the Venezuelans attacking that particular spot there? I'm not quite sure. It doesn't really make so much sense to do that, but okay. Let's take these 6 here, push into that province here. There's not much in terms of organization, but there is again that medium tank that seems to have recovered quite a bit of their organization already. So let's maybe reinforce that with one of the tanks to put a bit more pressure onto there. It's these 6, these 3 here. Should I move them into here? Yeah, I can try at least. Why not? Let's put them in there in a pincer movement, 2 different angles. I can always tell these troops to just remain in that particular province here anyways. But have I got extra troops here that are not currently moving anywhere that's useful? Let's move these through there as well. Any other troops here I got? No, no, nothing up there. Let's have a quick look at Europe. It looks like Germany's not faring too well here at the moment. There's quite a bit of conflict going on here. Lots of these Soviet units are basically fighting the Germans here. They seem to be in overwhelming numbers for the most part. And the Germans do seem to be pushing back to some extent, particularly here in the south. And maybe they're trying to do a pincer movement here, but I'm not quite sure. I'm not really convinced that that's going to their favor. Anyways, let's go back to our terrain here. Let's see how we actually are faring in our own battles here. That one seems to be successful here. Yeah, perfect. Moving these guys down. Move one of these up there. At least pretend to be able to defend that properly. Probably really what I should be doing is moving large numbers of these down south. Moving them there so at least I can actually get some proper numbers of troops to move through. Be able to put more pressure onto that Belgian terrain. And hopefully I'll be able to take that ownership of that now. But of course all these troops here positioned such that I can actually have a good sizable force here. We are short of a resource. Short of oil. So what's happened to our oil? Venezuela is not able to provide us with the oil we need. So who can actually provide us with some oil? The German Reich? No, I don't think so. Venezuela, let's take one of those at least. Yeah, we're able to get some of that from them, and let's try to take the rest from the Germans whilst they're still providing that. So good, we resolved that. We got more naval results here. Again, these guys is... I thought it was the Canadians, but I'm still not 100% convinced that it is. Okay. Let's double check what we got going on here. Again, that Venezuelan unit is performing an attack, which is absolutely silly, I'd say. Let's try this. Yeah, they're pretty well, or in terms of organization, they're well positioned, it looks like. Guys here and put them into that province there to at least reinforce that. Let's keep these guys here. Let's break off that attack. Alright, where do I want to put more pressure onto them? Possibly here. If there's so much movement that we can actually generate here. There's two American units. I thought there was a Greek unit there, but... Okay, I can actually move into that province there. It's unoccupied. And of course we completed this military college here. What can I do to get more manpower? National unity, no. I need manpower. Reclaim Boer colonies. South Africa first. Reclaim Boer colonies. New heavy engineering industry. No, that won't do anything. Improve to 3. Expand the South Africa college. No. There must be something extra to get more manpower at my disposal. What? Protect the trade. Strengthen the Cape garrison artillery. It's a useful one to some extent, I guess, but not what I actually want to go for here. In this instance, I'm going to go for the support technology. Yeah, why not? Let's keep the clock running again. Wings here with no missions. So where is that? Why is that one based all the way up there? Where's the logic in that? I've got more air bases here. I do. I actually own that air base here now, so let's move them into Gabon. There's justification. The United States is justifying a war against us. Interesting. Let's have a look at all of our other planes. East Africa. This one's moving to Gabon already. Let's take up the other one. That one's positioned here. Let's move them into Gabon as well. So that's, yeah, relatively decent strength, these units here. We've got some naval successes here. American convoys were destroyed. Let's look at what we got going on here. Quite a bit of movement there. Let's reinforce this. I'd love to be able to get there quickly. More units, Dutch units in this instance. Still low manpower. I guess at some point I need to basically start looking at what I can do in terms of the position here. At the moment, as you can see, I've got extensive conscription. I could upgrade this. At the moment, I basically got +5 recruitable. Limited conscription is downgrading. Upgrading says all adults. Adult server or volunteer. This looks to be a downgrade, doesn't it? Actually, it's not. Serves by requirement. It's actually up to 10% then. That's good. Just need to have enough political points to be able to facilitate that. Which currently I don't. So, let's go back to the front lines here. This war is not going too well, as you can see. We're suffering quite extensive losses, I'd almost say. Let's try to push them out of there. Try to take some more ownership of this terrain here. Good. Got some success there. Are we able to reinforce this in time? Not quite sure, but we can try. We can most definitely try. Right, that unit needs to recover. Another unit is there, which is good. Good. Anyway, once we're on the coast, it's always a good thing. At least we can hopefully have cut them off then at that point from any reinforcements. Okay. Another convoy for Free France was sunk here. What are we doing in terms of production at the moment? I'm still working on some tanks, as you can see. I've just put one of those down here. I'm going to allocate that to this general here. Plus, of course, I want to move him up to the front straight away. So that's, yeah, he's en route. Let's remove that one from there. Same with this one. That one still has some strength in it, so that's good. These guys here need to recover their organizational skills. But again, we seem to be doing quite well in terms of trying to take this province here from the Americans in this instance, plus of course the Free French. Again, my troop numbers really are one of my weaker points in terms of not having enough manpower and so forth here to really push through into some of these provinces, I'd say. Okay, let's get the clock speed up a little bit. A bit of research completed. Let's have a look at the details. So advanced submarine warfare, which is good. And of course I can then take it one level up from there, which is this one here. Service detection, organization, etc., etc. All again upgraded here as well. So let's go for that last one on that line to make sure we get the best out of that. Let's reinforce that with one extra unit here. Looks like I might actually have to use my tank there after all. To reinforce them after all here. Ooh, naval results. We lost... Why did we lose submarines from convoys? Ah, they had destroyers with them, that's why. Okay. Other naval results, just the opposite results here. So if we actually look at our naval units that we got in our hands here. This one's over in the port itself. This one's currently engaged in a battle, it looks like. Let's see if I can send them back to the Cape. So there, as you can see, they're engaging here with a convoy. We took down 6 of their units, which is great. Still one of the provinces I'd like to basically get my hands on here is Free France's Madagascar. Should be a nice addition if I can actually get it in my hands. Anyway, looking back at that fleet here, this one is heading back to the city here. Look at that unit here, that's really a veteran unit here. Sweet, computing. 42. Encryption should help us in terms of keeping our movement orders relatively secret from our enemies. And again, the SA Engineering Corps is coming along nicely as well. That is Nationalist Spain, is that right? No, it's Vichy France. Okay. Why is there a French unit here? It's a Vichy French unit. Not one of my enemies, which of course the Free French. This is actually Vichy France. Okay. There we go. Starting another confrontation here. Front line is 160. We are utilizing 164. It's interesting how we're using more than actually is available. That's quite interesting. Anyways, this general here is in charge. He's level 6 at the moment. He's learning new traits. He's got a fair number of medals already. Looks currently like we are not going to win. But we can keep on trying. And trying and trying. To push them back time and time again. Let's see what we're getting here. We're reinforcing that. There's American tanks here. Able to just move into there? I'm not sure. I'm but trying here. As you can see, a whole range of supporting units are going into there to try to support that attack. George Erwin Brink is leading that attack, and he himself is a fair amount on the way towards a level 7 general. Right, this unit here I can actually push back into there. This guy here really needs to basically reorganize, get back onto a decently organized footing. Yeah, we're really poorly how that is going, as you can see. Let's have a look at what we can do in terms of our aerial support. Send them all into Southwest Africa here. And let's have all of them intercept our enemies. Airplane detection total. Detection total, okay. Looks okay. Let's have another look here. Another bit of success here, luckily. But if I were to look in here in the port, let's have a brief look at our naval units. Okay, that's one naval unit. Where's the rest of them? Pretty sure I had told this one to go back into port. This one's currently, I guess, engaged over here. Ah, there we go. Making his own movement already visible there. He just completed a destruction of some other convoys there. Who owns these islands here? Is that, again, French, isn't it? There's no real resources listed here. No, these are really resourceless, it looks like. They are marked as being extremely hot. Okay. Look at the amount of power being pushed into there. In an effort to move our enemies out of that particular province. Medium tank units, they got a reserve unit here as well, which is pretty much down to 0 organization almost. But yeah, the more units I'm able to put into there, the better for me, I'd say. We should have... Okay, we got nothing in terms of aerial superiority on here. Can I maybe push into this province instead? It'd be interesting if I could. Looks to be feasible. Well, let's stop these units from going through with that. Let's take these guys here. They all seem to be relatively okay in terms of their outlook. These guys really have not suffered any morale losses at all, have they? That stopped them from attacking. Alright, I'm just reducing the number of troops in this particular province here to be able to push more into this province down there. Once I cut these off from supply by basically taking this province here, they should weaken relatively quickly. 92%. Good. Almost there. 94%, 95%. Less than a day remaining, it says. And then after that battle's completed, we will basically have to call it a day because, of course, the episode gets to be fairly lengthy now. There we go. So let's keep these troops here. Ah, there's American troops landing, it looks like. Naval assault. So who's gotten ownership? The Spanish. Ah, that's a former Spanish province, that's why. Occupation breakdown. The owner is France. Okay. So we got ourselves a province here again. Supply throughput is 3, it says, which is good. Either way, we were going to call it a day. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to save away the game now. So as we exit out of here, we'll be seeing that save occurring. Anyways, thanks again for joining me. Hopefully you did enjoy it. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. In the meantime, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.